Cold outreach is one of the best and most consistent ways to get clients, whether you're a freelancer, whether you have a business, no matter what you're trying to do, cold outreach will always be around. It will always work very well. The problem is, when I say that, you're probably like, you know what? Screw you, KJ. This is not true. Cold outreach is so hard. People never open my messages. They never get back to me. I send 1,000 messages and it's not working. It's not because it doesn't work, guys. It's because you don't know how to do it right, or you're not skilled enough to pull it off. And so I want to make this video showing you how to actually do cold outreach so that you can begin landing clients, whether you have no content, no ads, no nothing, just outreach. So here's how it works. You see, we must take a stranger all the way into a paying customer. And so to do that is very hard because a stranger does not know you, you don't have their attention, and they don't trust you. So we have to fix those these problems in order to turn them into a paying customer. So let's address them one at a time to fix your outreach and get you signed clients. And why should you listen to me? Well, I made 10K a month freelancing off copywriting from cold outreach, and I've taught many other copywriters how to get clients through cold outreach. Now I'm teaching digital persuasion. People are landing clients already in the first week of this being out. So I want to show you guys how to do it, and this will work for you with enough reps, enough iterations. So let's begin. So the first thing we have to solve is, how do we get their attention? So when you're doing cold outreach, you have to choose, okay, which channel are you going to use first? And some channels are higher likelihood of getting people than others. I know for me, I'm a very small creator, but my Instagram is full of messages all day, every day. It's really hard to get me on Instagram. But my email, for instance, gets a lot less. I still get some cold outreaches, but it's a lot less. So try to find people's emails, and you have to get creative. There's different things you can use to find people's emails. But a lot of times, I can tell you, working with 7 to 8 figure entrepreneurs, they see their emails. They see their good ones. You may think they don't, and they have assistants, they have people in place, but if it's good enough, it gets sent up the chain. I promise you guys. So email is one of the best ways to get in touch with people. Let's talk about how to do it. So the first bottleneck, right, is getting their attention. And so this begins with the subject line. Your subject line has to be good. And the number one thing that I've seen that really contributes to people getting responses is, first, it has to be a pattern interrupt. It can't look like anything anyone else has ever really sent. You have to get creative with this. The reason why I can't just give you guys a template is because you all use it and ruin it. It wouldn't be a pattern interrupt if you all used it. So you got to think, what is my target customer going to open no matter what? And the way that you can do this is make sure to keep things very personalized and keep it benefit driven and use insane curiosity. So you have to get past your subconscious gate by using a pattern interrupt, but then use curiosity to make sure they open the actual email to see what's inside of it. And so your subject line, the only goal of the subject line is to get them to open the email. Nothing else matters. You don't have to sell people in the subject line. Just create a subject line that will get them to open it, right? Don't use corny tactics like, question for you, all this stuff. Like it's overused, the bait and switch. Like, don't do that, guys. Like, high-level entrepreneurs are not going to respect you from trying to bait them into opening their emails. So, use the pattern interrupt, use curiosity, make it personalized to them. Show them that, hey, this is not just an automated outreach, it's personalized, and you took the time to actually make it. That's huge. So once you have their attention with the email, now we have to think, okay, the next things left are to get their value and to get their trust. And trust is the hardest. Let me give you an example. Have you ever got one of those letters in the mail that says, you've won $100,000? Or back in the OG internet days, you're on your granddad's computer, your old busted up box computer, and you get a message saying, you've won $1 million. That's insane value, right? They're promising huge value. The problem is you don't trust them. Duh. So it doesn't matter how much value you give. If they don't trust you, your value doesn't matter. If they do not trust you, your value does not matter. So we must get their value and gain their trust. One of the best ways that I've found to gain trust from high-level entrepreneurs is by respecting their time, by being concise and speed, getting straight to the point. So how do I do this? Well, when I was doing the cold outreach to land my clients from freelancing, what I would do is I would do the service for them up front for free. So if it was going to be a sales page, if it was going to be an email landing page, I would write the whole thing, make sure it's super good. It's a secret, by the way, because I would get better. I would get better at the thing I'm actually doing by doing outreach. And I would have a high likelihood of them actually responding. And so, but then some people right there would send them free value, but they would make this huge long message about who they are, what they do, all this stuff. Guys, someone who's making $1 million a year does not have time to read about your life. They don't care. I just want to be honest with you. They do not care. So what you must do is get straight to the point. Gain their trust by respecting their time. I'll say that again. Gain their trust by respecting their time. So all I did was I would say, hey, I'm practicing this skill, made this for you, made this specifically for you. I hope it helps. Feel free to use it if you want. Send it to them. So what that does is it gets straight to the point. They get straight to the value. They trust me a little bit more because I'm non-needy. I'm non-salesy. I'm just saying, hey, I made this for you. Hopefully it helps. Value, trust, boom. Then the kicker comes in is when you do your service, when you do your thing and you give it to them and it's actually good, you will get responses. The problem is your threshold for what you think is actually good is so low that you think that life is not fair. In reality, if you wrote something incredible, if you sent them an incredible edited video, guess what? They're going to open it. Guys, people have used this exact tactic on me and it has worked. I've had people send me shorts before, like YouTube shorts. They'll say, hey, I made this short for you. Feel free to use it. And some of them were garbage. And I either responded thanks or I didn't respond at all, right? Because their stuff wasn't good. It doesn't matter what outreach method they used. It wasn't good. But some of them were actually very talented, and I got back to them, and we're in the talks of like working together. And so, when you send out your free value, you must understand, just because it's free does not mean it's valuable. I'm gonna say that again too. Just because it's free does not mean it's valuable. So when you're sending high value outreach, you're sending them free stuff. If it's garbage, it's not high value outreach, guys. It's still low. It's low value. It's wasting their time. So you need to get your skill insanely good by doing cold outreach in this way. So then by the end, you get their attention, you have their trust, you've sent them value, they know that you can make them money up front, and you win. Let me give you an example. Don't copy this, but if you were to go, let's say you did Twitter threads for like creators like me who don't have time to like make their own Twitter threads from their own content. You say done for you Twitter threads. You leave with a subject line, something like that, get my attention. Then you say, hey, I wrote this Twitter thread for you that should go viral based on content you've already posted. Feel free to use it, see if it works. Boom, Twitter thread. If that Twitter thread is fire, if it is good, if I post it and it gets a ton of engagement and gets call to actions on my like sales page, on my stuff, I'm hiring you. Like, I'm hiring you. And so some of you guys are probably gonna go try this. You're gonna send me a message and the Twitter threads are gonna be abysmal. They're gonna be terrible. And I'm not gonna respond because it wasn't high value, right? So use these principles. Hopefully this fixes your cold outreach. I wanna see you guys getting clients with this because it is possible. You just need to get better. And that's the honest truth. But yeah, hopefully this helps.